everyone, welcome to my channel. In this playlist, we'll be exploring topics about ICT, which stands for Information and Communication Technology. We use computers every day, but what exactly is a computer? Don't worry, I'll explain it simply. So let's start with, what is a computer? A computer is an electronic device that can process, store, and retrieve data. It performs various tasks by following instructions, called programs or software, such as calculations, browsing the internet, and running applications. It helps us solve problems and do tasks faster and more easily. Now, let's look at how a computer works. A computer works by following a basic cycle. Input. We give data to the computer like typing or clicking. Processing. The CPU processes the data we provide. Storage. The computer stores the data temporarily in RAM or permanently on a hard drive. Output. The computer shows the result on a screen or through speakers. Retrieve information. It retrieves information when required. Repeat. The cycle keeps going with new inputs and outputs. Now that we understand how a computer works, let's talk about its functionality. Let's find out. The functionality of a computer can be divided into three main parts: input, processing, and output. Now, let's talk about each one by one. Let's start with input. Input refers to any data or instruction that is entered into the computer. These inputs can be signals that the computer system receives to perform tasks. Since a computer can't do anything by itself, it requires interaction from both humans and machines to work. Humans can provide input in many ways, such as pressing keys on the keyboard or moving the mouse on a flat surface. All the instructions, signals, or data entered into the computer are considered input. These can come in different forms, like audio, video, graphics, animations, and even simple instructions. There are three main types of input. Programs. These are written instructions in a specific language that tell the computer what to do and how to do it. Commands. These are specific instructions that tell a program to perform an action. For example, pressing Ctrl+S to save a document. User responses. This is the action taken by the user when responding to a prompt or question from the computer. For example, when you're asked if you want to save a file, the user has to choose yes or no to decide what to do next. Now, let's talk about processing. Data processing is the process that takes raw data and turns it into something useful for the computer to understand and use. For the data to work on a computer, it must be processed according to specific rules and steps. In simple terms, data processing converts raw data into information that can be read and used. This could involve sorting, calculating, analyzing, and organizing the data. The better the data is presented, the more useful it becomes. The system that processes the data into a usable form is called a data processing system or information system. The actual processing is done by the CPU, central processing unit, which is like the brain of the computer. So, data processing helps turn raw data into something useful, either for an individual or a group of users. Now, let's talk about output. Output is the data that has been processed into a useful format, and it's the information or signals sent from the computer to the user. After the computer processes the data, it produces an output that can be understood by the user. For example, if you want to print a leave application, you click the print button, and the printer produces a printed document. That printed paper is the output. Output also can be text, audio, video, graphics, and animations. Output can be in two forms: soft copy and hard copy. Soft copy. This is anything you see on a screen, like when you're writing a document, playing a game, watching a video, or reading the latest news. A soft copy is temporary and not something you can physically touch. It's also called a non-tangible copy because it exists only on your screen. Hard copy. This is something you can touch and carry, like a printed document. A hard copy is tangible, meaning it's in a physical form, usually on paper. It's useful when you need to keep a record or share something with someone, like giving your work to a supervisor or teacher. So, output helps us see and use the results of the computer's work, whether on a screen or printed on paper. So, now you have learned in this video about what a computer is, how it works, The three main parts of computer functionality: input, processing, and output. In the next video, we'll dive into more exciting topics. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.